Viewers, welcome to Let's Play Freespace 2. This is, of course, hardly a surprise, given that I've already done Freespace and Freespace Silent Threat Reborn. I encourage you to either watch mine or watch many of the other excellent Let's Plays that are already out there to kind of catch up on where we're going here. With that in mind, Freespace 2 was the game that introduced me into the world of Freespace and the universe Volition has crafted so carefully. So I know exactly what's coming, exactly what's going on. For the most part, it's been a couple of years since I played it, but I'm going to try my best to avoid spoilers. With that in mind, I also do know what's coming, so I'm not going to be like, oh, I didn't see that coming, I'm shocked, because that'd be kind of lame. I think we're ready to go, actually, but oh, wait, one thing. Music 3, 2, 3. Let's try 3. I'm a big fan of the music in the Freespace series. So, let's get off and running, shall we, with an introduction to what's happened in the 32 years since the Great War. So, a bit of a time skip here in this particular sequel.
Welcome to Vega, Ensign.
Hi.
I'm Lieutenant Lukakis, squadron leader of the 53rd Hammerheads. You've been assigned to our unit. The Hammerheads are a space superiority squadron. We'll be flying the Myrmidon fighter, developed to replace the old GTF Ulysses. The Myrmidon is a Terran Vasutan design and a versatile ship with high marks for speed, maneuverability, armor, and loadout.
I would definitely give it high marks for armor and loadout in terms of being a fighter, but it's tougher than Ulysses, but the Ulysses handles far, far superior. I'd almost put this as a heavy assault fighter. It's also got one little trick up its sleeve I'll show you much, much later in the main campaign. And you can definitely see the Vasutan elements of the shape and the sleekness of it, but I'm going on, and I'll let Lieutenant Lukakis continue.
The 53rd Hammerheads were formed during the Great War. At the time, we served on board the GTD Bastion, the finest ship in the history of Terran space travel. You may not know this, but the pilots who destroyed the SD Lucifer in 2335 were based on the Bastion, and some were even Hammerheads. With the 53rd, you're part of a long and proud tradition.
What else we got there? 23rd Flying Phantoms, the 103rd Flaming Skulls, the 79th Predators, 13th Reapers, the Avenging Angels, the Cutthroats, the Jokers, the Black Knights, and the Screaming Weasels. Ha! Okay, I wish I was a member of that last squadron, the 81st Screaming Weasels.
When the explosion of the Lucifer collapsed the jump node to the Sol system and severed all contact with Earth, Command transferred the Bastion to the 4th Fleet in Vega. Since then, we've called Vega our home. Now Command has decommissioned the Bastion and reassigned its squadrons to the newer Hecate destroyers. We'll be joining the GTD Aquitaine, flagship of the 3rd Fleet, Capella.
And there is a replay video, possibly a new one, of the Lucifer going down, complete with old great warships flying around it. That was kind of an aggravating mission, but given how much fun the mission was in Silent Threat Reborn, the last one, it might be a trend.
The Aquitaine will be here in 36 hours. In the meantime, it would be advisable to review your training. We have all the simulator modules you'll need for the Myrmidon fighter. These modules will give you a refresher course on such basics as your head-up display, throttle controls, and targeting. If you need to review your training, now would be a good time to do so.
Hint, hint.
Because this is your first combat assignment, you'll be authorized to carry the standard armaments. The Subak HL-7, the Tempest Dumbfire, and the Rockeye heat-seeking missile. These weapons are covered in the training modules and in the tech room database. As you gain experience in combat, you will be authorized to use more advanced weaponry. Good luck, pilot, and welcome again to the 53rd.
These, of course, are all advances over the first couple weapons you start with in Freespace 1. Specifically the ML7 laser, I believe, the Fury Dumbfire, and the MX86. I don't quite remember, but basically, basic laser, dumbfire, heat seeker. It kind of goes the same. And you know what? It wouldn't be a Renarin Let's Play.
Welcome to Training Simulator Module TSM-103C, Class C qualification for the Myrmidon Space Superiority Fighter. This module has been designed to acquaint pilots with basic targeting, throttle, and weapon systems.
I like how they went out of their way to make it legitimately sound incredibly boring and dull.
TSM units are approved for use as part of the GTVA combat training program or as a review for qualified pilots. The TSM series is not intended as a substitute for actual field training.
Duh. Well, as always, viewers, feel free to skip this training bits. They might be funny, they might not be. I don't know yet. This isn't scripted. Let's see what we've got, shall we?
Welcome to Module TSM-103C, pilot.
Hi.
Don't touch the controls until you are told to do so.
No.
You will fail this session if you do not follow instructions carefully.
Look, I'm not failed yet. You lied to
The
me.
first function you will learn is targeting. Target in the lower left-hand corner of your HUD is your target view. The top lines display the targeted ship's name and class. The next line shows the distance to your target and its speed.
Do a barrel roll.
Note the brackets around my ship indicating I am your current target. As I fly out of view, the off-screen indicator will display. It points in the direction you must turn in order to face your target.
Why am I doing this? I played
The
two of these
indicator
games.
moves as I fly around. It is always pointing at your target.
Yay.
Notice how the triangles separate. The farther apart they are, the farther you'll have to turn to face your target. Finally, note the number by the indicator. This is the distance to your target. The circular gauge near the bottom of your HUD is the radar.
Collision damage
Friendly
is not
ships are
working.
shown in green. Hostile ships appear in red. Ships directly in front of you appear in the radar's center. Using your main flight controller, turn your ship toward mine. Stop when my ship is in your center red. Good. Now stay in that position.
No. I refuse to listen to
Now
anything you
turn
say.
toward my ship again.
Man, I forgot how chatty he was. I have all this, like, trivia stuff I want to
Match
discuss
my
about the first
speed.
video, but he just won't
Good.
shut up.
Now follow me. Note how your speed automatically changes to match mine.
No. Hey, guess what?
Invalid target. Hold your fire.
To the left
Hey.
of the reticle is the speed gauge. The capital M next to the current speed indicates that you are matching speed with your target.
Okay. You were so good about
Now,
keeping up with
I
me.
want you to accelerate and move to within 125 meters of me. Do not collide with my ship.
Too late.
Good. Now, decelerate to drop 200. Well done. Now, let's practice using the afterburner.
Is it this
Engage
button?
your afterburner, pilot.
It's this button.
The gauge to the left of your
found you.
speed gauge displays remaining afterburner power. Note that your engines consume it rapidly.
This guy puts up
That
with a
extra
lot.
speed is useful for quick, evasive maneuvers and closing large distances. Maintain your maximum top speed. Try it now.
Oh, gotta hit the right key. See, this tutorial was pretty good about keeping up with me if I was in advance of everything else. Oh, but if I go over my top speed, that's no good. I have to deaccelerate down to 75 now.
Now, bring your fighter to a complete stop. Drone 1 has jumped in. Target it.
Success!
Good. Now fly within 100 units of it and come to a stop. Be careful not to fly too fast.
I'll fly as fast as I want to fast.
Well
Fly.
done. Note
And-
that it takes some time to come to a complete stop.
Oh, I'm invincible, but he's not. Oh, I'm not invincible. Never mind. I will...
Near the
get
center of
through
your
you.
HUD, the hull integrity of your target is displayed. Notice that it has dropped from 100%. This information is also available in the upper right corner of your target view.
Ah. I
Now,
phased through it.
destroy Drone 1. Good job. Let's see
sure I-
how quickly you can destroy these new drones. Target hostiles and destroy them with your Subak HL-7. The
Pretty sure I-
HL-7 is standard issue on all Myrmidon space superiority fighters.
Pretty sure I broke part of this tutorial when it taught me how to use my gun and when I was busy smashing through it with my ship. Maybe they haven't failed me by now. They're pretty flexible. Then again, I guess this is only a Class C license, so maybe not smashing into things is part of Class B. I don't know. Anyhow, trivia. Did anyone notice, if you've seen, again, Silent Threat Reborn or played Silent Threat Reborn, the wreckage of the Hades on the surface of Deneb 3? Okay,
Well done.
Instructor.
This concludes
Hey, there, look
Module
at that.
TSM-103C. Most sorties will end with an order to return to base.
Unless you die.
Do not leave the field of engagement until you have been authorized to do so. Your navigation computer will be programmed with the proper coordinates. All you need to do is engage your subspace drive. Do this now.
so not a lot has changed from Freespace and Freespace Silent Threat Reborn. But, oh, You're gonna talk in, aren't you? Yeah.
Well done, pilot. You have successfully completed.
You know what? I don't want to listen to it. I wonder if I get those added to my kill total. That would be hilarious. Yeah, I've done a little bit of work on this one already, so you can see total kills 18, just to make sure everything was recorded nicely. I have a couple missions in already, but hey, you know what? I do tutorials, so I make you suffer tutorials. That's just how I roll, viewers. But as I was saying, Wreckage of the Hades in M3, in the original Silent Threat, produced by Volition, the Hades wasn't actually anywhere around in M3. So when the guys that did Silent Threat Reborn remade it, that's why they had the Hope smash into it and then have the Hades flee to the orbit of Deneb. So it makes sense with the opening video of Freespace 2. A little bit of completionism, maybe? Or reverse retconning? Probably retconning. Yeah, retconning. On their part. I just thought that's part of the attention that the fan community pays to this game. It's just incredible. That campaign took 7 years to make, by the way. But this isn't Freespace Silent Threat Reborn anymore. This is Freespace 2. So viewers, we're on to the next mission. That's right, I'm binging. Tutorials, tutorials, tutorials.
Welcome to Training Simulator Module TSM-103B Class B qualification for the Myrmidon Space Superiority Fighter. This module has been designed to acquaint pilots with advanced targeting controls, weapon systems, and rearming procedures.
Must not skip.
TSM units are approved for use as part of the
Blah, blah, blah.
GTVA.
I'll teach you how to shoot things.
Welcome to Module TSM-103B,
Ooh,
pilot.
it's a herc, too.
Don't touch the controls until you are told to do so. You will fail this session if you do not follow instructions carefully.
No, I'm failing.
Begin by targeting my fighter.
Head of the curve. Oh, maybe not. T.
In combat, you will need to acquire your targets quickly. With multiple wings and warships, you will not have time to cycle through all objects in sensor range to find a specific target. Let's take a look at some controls that will help you locate targets more efficiently. 2 drones will be used for the first part of this exercise. You have a targeting control which enables you to acquire the nearest hostile target. Using the control repeatedly will cycle through hostile targets in order of their proximity. Target Drone 1 with your hostile targeting control.
Not Drone 1, sorry. Drone 1. Oh, freaking Drone 1.
Good. Now target Drone 2.
Done.
Excellent.
Done.
Now we'll learn another useful targeting control. As a GTVA fighter pilot, you will be called upon to defend larger vessels, from troop transports to destroyer-class warships. For this simulation, let's bring in a Triton-class freighter. Observe that the name and hull integrity of the freighter appears in the box to the right of your reticle. This escort list enables you to monitor its status.
Engine wash. There it is.
You can target ships on your escort list. Well done. On any escort mission, it is important that you stay close to vessels you have been assigned to protect. The escort targeting control makes locating these ships more efficient. Be advised, the escort list will not be limited to ships you have been ordered to protect. Any major target, friendly or hostile, could appear on that list. This will help you monitor the status of ships with tactical or strategic importance. Let's review what we've covered so far. Because you failed to follow instructions, TSM-103B has been terminated. Engage your subspace drive.
I wonder if that's probably because I killed the one hostile drone, isn't it? Yeah. No drone! I'm not very good at this following orders thing, clearly. They flanked me now? Am I done forever?
Your performance was below acceptable standards for TSM-103B Class B qualification.
Okay, well, let's cheat, viewers. Speed up.
Welcome to Module TSM-103B, pilot. Begin. In combat, you will need to acquire your 2 drones. You have a targeting control. Target drone. Good. Now target drone 2. Now we'll learn another useful target. Observe that the name and hull integrity. Well done. On any, be advised, the escort list will... Let's review
always do
target
this.
drone 1 with your hostile targeting control.
Okay, back to where we left off, viewers. Drone 1.
Now, target drone 2.
Drone 2.
Now, target the freighter with your escort targeting. Well done.
Can I blow you up now?
In Module TSM-103C, you practice firing your HL-7. We'll now take a closer look at your primary and secondary weapons.
No.
Your weapons loadout is displayed to the right of your reticle. Primary cannons are listed above your secondary missile banks.
Wait, what were we
Use
doing?
your primary weapon selector to toggle either one or both cannons to fire. Firing both primaries will inflict more damage, but will also drain more energy from your fighter's reserves.
I'm toggling
The
my primaries.
Myrmidon Space Superiority Fighter has 3 missile banks. As a new pilot, you will be authorized to use the Tempest Dumbfire and the Rockeye Heat Seeker. Let's practice firing the Tempest.
Done and done.
Use your secondary weapon selector to arm your bank of Tempest missiles.
Blow stuff up? Come on, let me blow stuff up.
Good. Tempests are dumbfire projectiles. These warheads have no homing system, so they'll fly in the direction in which they are fired. For this reason, they are most effective at close range. Unless your aim is very precise, hitting targets at a distance with a Tempest may be difficult.
Do with precision. Things move.
Now, select Drone 1 using your hostile targeting control. Good. Destroy Drone 1 with your Tempest missiles. Close your distance. Well done. The Tempest may not be as accurate as a heat or aspect-seeking missile, but a Myrmidon can carry up to 320 of these missiles. A volley of Tempest will quickly pulverize an enemy fighter.
True story.
To maximize their effectiveness, use them in conjunction with your Subak HL-7. While the lasers penetrate the shields of your target, the missiles will impact the enemy's hull. Let's move on to the Rockeye Heat Seeker. Arm the Rockeye with your
I think I already
secondary
used
weapon
those to
selector.
Blow up Drone 1 last time. Should already have credit for that.
Well
Pay it
done.
forward,
Now
simulator.
target. When you fire the Rockeye, the missile's tracking system will lock onto the heat signature of your target. Be aware the homing radius of the Rockeye is limited, and your target must be near the center of your HUD. Destroy Drone 2 using your Rockeye missiles.
Whoa.
Nice shooting, pilot. Compared to the Tempest, the Rockeye is more accurate and has a greater effective range. However, the Myrmidon can carry no more than 20 Rockeyes.
Slight difference, eh?
You can also toggle double fire mode. We will now send in more drones so you can practice
Yay.
firing missiles. Be sure to toggle between banks so you can get a feel for both the Tempest and the Rockeye.
I refuse. Rockeye only. So I'll tell run out of Rockeyes. Hey.
When you run low on missiles, you need to rearm your fighter.
Deploying support
to do
ship
this,
now.
you must call
Please
in a
stand
support
by.
ship.
Speed up.
First, press the communications key to bring up your messaging window. In order for the support ship to dock, you must bring your fighter to in the lower portion of your HUD. An indicator display. The support ship's primary purpose is twofold. First, it will reload. Second, the
Rearming
support
complete,
ship
sir.
is
You're good to
capable
go.
of making minor repairs to your ship. It can fully repair any damaged or destroyed subsystem. However, the support ship cannot repair your hull.
You know, as much
Keep
as I
in
joke,
mind,
these
a
tutorials
support
are
ship
pretty
can only
thorough.
load as many weapons as it has on board. It may not be enough to completely rearm your fighter.
That has never happened to me, by the way.
We covered a lot in this module. If you need to review this material, replay the simulation. Otherwise, you are qualified to proceed to TSM 103A. Engage your subspace drive.
Again, I rag on these tutorials all the time, but Freespace is usually pretty to the point. It tends to keep up with you if you're trying to,
Well done.
you know, just burn through it. Lets you stay ahead of the curve for the most part.
Welcome to Training Simulator Module TSM 103A.
Heard it.
Welcome to Module TSM 103A, pilot. Don't touch the controls until you are told to do so. You will fail this session if you do not follow instructions carefully.
He's got a point now.
This simulation will cover dogfighting techniques. You will be required to use many of the skills you learned in the preceding modules, such as targeting, matching speed, and primary and secondary weapons control.
I have a gripe with this module.
Begin by targeting my fighter. You'll notice as I move, A circular indicator moves in front of my ship.
Invalid target. Hold
That
your
is the
fire.
lead indicator. It shows you where you need to fire your primary weapon to hit your target. Now, target the drone. You can use your basic targeting control. The target box in the lower left-hand corner of the HUD displays the distance to and hull integrity of your target.
Zoom.
Your target's hull strength is also shown in the lower part of your reticle.
Going to wreck you, drone.
As I shoot the drone, watch its hull integrity drop slowly.
Drone.
A good dogfighting tactic is matching speeds with your target. I want you to match speed. Good. Your throttle can be set to automatically match the speed of your target, even as your targets change. Use your auto matching control to toggle this feature on or off.
Personally, I'm not a big fan of auto match.
Good. You should be on the move at all times during a dogfight.
That I agree with. Should that be dogfight an actual ship,
Now,
though?
destroy the drone.
Okay. You just fight more drones. That's my gripe. Like, there's no actual fighters. If this
Don't
was a
forget,
simulation,
you also have missiles.
yeah, I already blew it up, buddy. If it's simulation, they could use, like, fake ships, right? But, wrong.
2 new unarmed drones have arrived. Destroy both of them. Remember to match their speed.
I like crashing into things, viewers. Keeps things interesting. Of course, that rock I misses completely because it turns
An
into a
easy way
wheeler.
to target new hostiles is by using auto-targeting. This will automatically... Good job!
Again, not a fan of auto-targeting either. That's just me. You might find more use out of it.
This drone is armed. It will start firing upon you in 10 seconds.
No,
Destroy
9,
it.
8, so...
Now comes the fun part. 5 pairs of armed drones will jump in. Destroy as many as you can.
Okay. Okay. Metal Gear. Hey, good hit. They may be armed, but they really don't try that hard. And rock eyes. And rock eye. What about the one I fired double rock eyes at? Did it not actually die? It dodged one? Wow. Yeah, I've lost all my respect for the designers of that missile now. Yeah, with enough of these templates, you can pretty much use them as primary guns. And whoosh! That's missiles. Is that it? Or one more? Oh, one more. But yeah, like fighting at least some AI myrmidons or something would have been at least a little bit helpful. Come back here. Now do I win? Oh my god. Destroy drone 15. 5 times 2. Nope. Ow. I didn't even hurt my... Oh my god, he's shooting at me. This is a miracle. I have never, ever seen a drone actually fire in this mission before. Well, he tried.
Great job, pilot. You have successfully qualified on the Myrmidon Space Superiority Fighter. Engage your subspace drive.
This was a terrible, terrible training course. What about my turn signals, my parallel parking, my emergency brake? What happens if I get a flat? Oh, it's useless. Utterly useless. God.
Congratulations, pilot. You have successfully completed TSM-103A, Class A qualification for the Myrmidon Space Superiority Fighter.
Of course, the other medals are gone. You can start from scratch, viewers. Maybe I can even get triple ace this time. Who knows? A terrible shot. So many Amazon kills. Well, viewers, that's it for now. We're done training. I've got my wings. I can fly this puppy. When we next come back, run the first mission of Freespace 2, and I hope you'll enjoy this. Because frankly, of the 3, it's still my favorite. Only because I get to start with shields right from the beginning. See you next time, viewers.